We're excited this morning because it's snowing again. And we wanted to get our YMCA with the music playing because Christy said I was crazy last week. I hope everybody is home and warm. Winter's going. We just got about 3 more weeks. Yay. Okay, Jen, you can cut it off and get ready to present your item. Yay! We are excited this morning. The kids are out of school
again. Oh, well, we'll survive. Somehow we will survive. So today we are talking about the 2-inch magnetic ruler handles. These are super fantastic because they just stick down onto your ruler. They've got little sticky magnets on the back. You put one side on your ruler and then the magnet just clips down onto it so that you can hold it. It protects your fingers because, let's be honest, we have all had a close call, or in some cases more than a close call, and missing a chunk of fingers, never any fun. But these keep your fingers. They help hold it down in place so you don't have to worry about slipping. Everything stays exactly where it's supposed to. If you need to move them, the little sticky pads, they can just pull right off so that you can reposition them if you need to. So these are absolutely fantastic for maintaining a grip, for keeping your fingers intact. They're just absolutely wonderful. I wish I'd had them that one day. That would have been an absolute lifesaver.
She just wanted to use Band-Aids and try to file for workman's comp. So we wanted Jen to show that this morning right away. We want to go right into showing you the giveaway. It is a rope keychain. So you have to sign up each and every month for this, for a free drawing or giveaway. So make sure you sign up, your name, your email, if you want to put your birth date in there. But remember to use your birth date. To use your birthday gift card, you have to use it online. And it's $10, my friends. $10. The monthly deals is the Kimberbell Tape Dispensary is one of the things. We also put an apron on there, which is very nice. I guess it would help if I turned it the right way. So this is real nice to use. And then the hardware, this comes with a mat and everything for you to make sure your embroidery is done much better. So we wanted to show you those things for our monthly. We wanted to show you what Chris got done for me. She's a blessing for the samples, her and Jill Blizzard. And Betsy, I have to guide Betsy. She's off today, probably sitting on the couch. Maybe she's cooking. But this is our pillow that we was telling you about that's so nice to make. Like if you travel and stuff, this would be a good size pillow for traveling, or to put it below your back, or if you've got somebody elderly in a nursing home, this would be good so when they sit down it would be soft to their back. This is the pillow form that fits this particular pillow. So we wanted to show you that because we try to do different things that's not totally related to quilting, because we are a sewing store. We do offer more than just that. I wanted to show you this. A lot of times when you've got somebody new coming in the store, this gives you 6 easy lessons to learn how to quilt. If you don't want to come to our upcoming boot camp, we're starting a program in March, probably the middle towards the end, so that the weather is done with, we hope. We're excited about it. Stay tuned. We have more information coming. Of course, I have to test everything on Betsy and Christy and Jen puts her know-it-all opinion in to tell me what I'm doing wrong. Yay. Sheila asked me in an email yesterday, was I bundling this? No, I'm not, because we've got 2, I think, or 3 of the fabric kits left. So this is the fabric kit that you can purchase to do the bench pillow, which let me show you back here how nice it is. And we also put something else today on sale that will go great with this if you've never did a bench pillow. This is a good bench pillow to do. It has some, but not a huge amount in it, but it's sterling. And that brings me to our weekly deals. This is the bench pillow, which you say, well, there's no way it could be that big. Well, this is what it looks like after you take it out of the vacuum. So isn't this a pretty bench pillow? Chris did this one, or Jill. But bench pillows are nice, or a lot of people just reuse the pillow form. But for those of you that might be new to us, we give you an opportunity to save a few bucks, at least on the pillow, because we understand about the cost of living and the cost of eggs and whatever else you want to put into it. Now, you know the Sewing Gallery is known for the pretty layer cakes. This is a new layer cake. It's put out by Allie K Design. It's got lots of pretty colors. It's got pinks. It's got different greens. It's got gray. So it's real pretty. And no, Tammy, I have not put the colors in it because I put it in last night. And I will lay it to the side to do it right after the Facebook Live. Or you send me the link so I can throw it on there really fast for you to see the colors on our website. Thank God for Tammy. She keeps me in line on Facebook or on our website. This is a tool shed. It comes with a jump drive, Sheila. I hope Dime had sent you a jump drive for yours, because when we got them in once before, this wasn't in it. But you got to have this. You can redesign different things. It's got 17 embroidery fonts that you can resize. You can do different things. And you can also link this up directly to Brother or Baby Lock if you want to. But with the jump drive, it's real easy. So I put this on sale because this runs $129.99. If you want to get better at doing fonts and things, this would be the tool to have. So we just wanted to share it with you today and give you the great deals. This is a new book. This is for charm packs. It's really cute. It's got some real nice things. You know, a lot of times when you go to different quilt stores, you want to purchase something, or you should, when you go into a store, because we're small businesses. You know, I know during the shop hop last year, if people didn't buy something because they had visited 20 or 30 shops, they at least bought 2 fat quarters. And of course, they paid cash instead of using a card. You know, that's become a thing now. And we're not there to charge you for a fee on your credit card. It used to be against the law, but we don't charge for credit card. But if you're buying 2 fat quarters, which is around $8, it's under the $10 mark, and we charge a fee of $3 if you purchase something using a card under $10. But if you're just using your card and you're purchasing, there's no fee at the Sewing Gallery. But this is a nice book to have for reference. It's got 16 different quilt patterns in it. Now, I know everybody has been stuck in, so I did something kind of different today. I put the twin size Poly Select on sale because I know you're going to have quilts that you want to get quilted. I understand the cost. You know, last week we put the wide backs on sale for you. And for those of you that took advantage of it, thank you so much. We're just trying to help you save money as you continue to quilt. And you got to watch us weekly because we have some nice things. Jen had mentioned those guard protectors for your fingers for the rulers. Now, everybody, if you've quilted any length of time, has cut your finger with that rotary cutter. But we did the twin size because that's usually the standard size that everybody does. But we do have queen, king, double in the store. And you can check out our website for the different types that we have. I think there's 4 different types. We have the 80-20, the all cotton natural. We have the black batting, and then we have the poly select, and then we have the green, which is recycled a lot, and then we have the dream puff. So we have 6. And yes, I do know my products that we have in the store. I just wanted to show you something pretty that Christy and Jill's all the time doing something at home for me that helps me out a great deal, and I'm so grateful. Look how cute. And there's new designs coming out in March if you're into the punch needle. This is put out by Kimberbell. And then we sold all of the mystery quilt embroidery. This is the new design. I wanted to leave this up and just continue so that you could watch it in the difference that it is, how it transitions and how it comes all together. It's very nice. The bumblebee with the little feathers, the wings, is very nice. So we wanted to show you that. We want to show you, I forgot about this. I had a girl come in yesterday. They're doing a quilting class, a beginner. So when she bought this, and I'm showing you this to help you to understand what's always important to buy from your local store, so it's easier to match up. But she had chose this online when she was looking at it. And the hue of the beiges are different. And so I told her my advice to her because she needed 9 yards to do a king, or 10. A lot of times it's hard to find in the 45-inch 10 yards because most of the time it's already been cut off of. 2 to 4 yards has already been cut. But we decided once she showed me what layer cake she was using to go with black because it coordinated much better than this because the base colors is different in the wide back versus that's in the layer cake. If you come into our store enough, you will see we do know sometimes what we're doing, even though we don't know how to cut the music on, right, Scott? With this, but we like to help you select if you want us to better serve you. And that's why it's important that you go to our website. We need you to vote for the sewing gallery. Mary has put it on there. We'd like to get your vote. If you visit our website and you go down towards the bottom, you'll see they asked you a couple questions. What's your name, your email address, and what you like about your local shop. And if you start typing the sewing gallery in, there's one in Florida too. So make sure you vote for the West Virginia shop, not the Florida one. So we wanted to share it with you because we need your vote because we think we're the best local quilt store in the world because we try hard. We try to come in every day regardless of the weather. I drag in. Sometimes I'm late. Sometimes I'm not. I wanted to go through machines with a little bit of comparison. I'm going to step by you, Scott. I wanted to talk about, we get a lot of older machines into service. And you say, well, what's the point in you showing this today? Well, Tuesday, we had a customer come in. She had one of these old machines like this serviced. And she says, well, I only have an hour's time on it. Well, come to find out, and we're here. If we don't fix your machine the way you think it should be, we want you to bring it back. But her grandkids had got into her sewing room and they messed with this doll, correct, Scott? Yes. And the lady put the bobbin in wrong. There's a certain way you gotta put these in these older machines, because if you don't, they won't sew even if we've given a good service. The thing about the older machines, this one has to be oiled and greased really well. If it sits in a closet for any length of time, the grease hardens and the oil evaporates. With the newer machines, there's nothing that you do in between. And she says, well, you don't like old machines. Not when it makes my life hard, because when you've worked all day, you've been out in the public, you want to go into that sewing room and be as stress-free as you can, because you want to go into your own world and have a great life. But I wanted to show you this, and then, you pull these dowels in order to get there, and then you got to do this, and a lot of times your flex length, what type of stitching you're using, the pressure here is the foot if you're doing heavier stuff. And the other thing that she said to me, well, I like it because it has metal gears. Understand, there's metal in the high-end machines. There's metal in the low-end machines. Whoever came up with that it's just plastic gears, they're all plastic now. And there's plastic gears in these too. Correct, Scott? Yes. Y'all have to hear it from a man in order to believe it. Because you guys don't think women know anything. And then as Brother came out, they upgraded. They did this machine. This also, I think it embroideries or did. But then you had the pop-in type of, that you could only use a certain type of thread. When Scott sees these, he goes, oh no. He cringes, because this was the pop-in, and you noticed it did the threading. So if you bought the wrong thread, you were kind of not in a good place with this type of machine. But as we go on to the BIM 5300, 5200, it's sewing and embroidery. If you're investing into a machine, I think you should move up as much as you can. And you say, well, I can't afford that. I'm not sure I want to sew and embroidery. Well, if you pull these type of machines out, you're not going to enjoy sewing. I know they're sentimental. Your mom or your grandmother or your cousin twice removed, that was your aunt, used these. We'll keep them, put them out on display. But if you're going to sew or embroidery, you want something that's sweet. You have the foot presser foot here. You have the cutter, needle up and down. You have the threader. You have the go button. You have the reverse button. And you say, well, I just don't want to spend that much money. Well, okay. Then get your machine serviced to where it's up to par. But if you continue sewing, you're going to want something nicer and newer. And that's why I brought the 5200. It's not at the level of the high-end machine. And we also give bags with these. So if you're coming to one of our classes, this has a 8x12 frame with it, and I think a 5x7. If you're buying, my suggestion is to do your homework. Go on YouTube, research the machine that you might want to buy or go up to. Reviews. Thing about reviews is, if a person don't know how to use the machine to begin with, and then they get on there, because I have noticed people will get on these groups and they say ugly things, whether it's a singer, a Janome, a brother, Bernina, and they say ugly things. And you know, the ugly falls back on that person putting in that information about that machine, that maybe they just don't know how to do it. And we can't fix stupid. So that's why I'm telling you to think about when you read the reviews. Read what they're writing, and then you go, they definitely didn't know how to use the machine. Or they say the needle skips on that machine. A needle skips on a machine because you have used the improper needle for the type of cloth that you're working with. So take reviews a lot of times as reading it and going, did they really know what they were doing with the machine to begin with? But I wanted to feature these today to say to you, why wouldn't you want a nice machine, a new machine? You don't drive a 1980 car around because it was your mom's. You go out and you buy a car that's reliable, that will get you through the West Virginia floodwaters, will get you through the ice, will get you through the snow. So I like quality, and I like when I sit down that I'm not going to have to focus on tension. Tension, we never touch tension at the sewing gallery with any of the brother machines. We just don't. Because they're set, they're wonderful. These you probably never did. These were harder to use because of the size of the thread. If you went into a store and you didn't have that spool of thread in, you wouldn't buy it because you would know that you couldn't use it in that machine because of the fact. And even if you had a thread stand, you couldn't use this machine. Now, I'm all about keeping your machines that your mom's grandmother and your aunt twice removed, that you married into the other family and the aunt had two machines. Then you divorced that family, but you still wanted to keep the machines. You know, display them. Well, it's the truth here in West Virginia, and I'm sure it's true in other places, but the machine that you use shows the quality of the sewing that you do in the end. And if you went to try to free motion on these two types of machines or the lower end machines, you would not have the capability to do that. Even if you've seen a video, when you're starting out free motion quilting, I think you need to wait just a little bit. Don't put the cart before the horse. So you really couldn't do anything with these two older machines except stitch in the ditch. Now, if you get a higher end machine, you have the capabilities to stitch in the ditch, to free motion, to embroidery, to make a label. I mean, the list goes on. And you say, well, I can't afford to put that money out up front. Well, what's nice about the sewing gallery is we have a way that you can apply for credit through Synchrony. And we can do 12 months, 2 years, 48 months, and 60 months. The promotion is the 7th that's up and coming with March. So if you want to buy a nice end machine. And what's nice too about buying local, when you come in and you got a problem, or you say, well, what foot should I have been using when I did this because I broke a needle? We can tell you right away what you did wrong. Because we sew on these machines or embroidery every day. If you break a needle, threader, I broke one I mentioned several times back on our Facebook Live. I didn't have my needle all the way up in there. I had it in, but I didn't tighten the screw. So when that little needle threader went around, I bent the hook. It's that easy. And we know what you do, or at least we can pretty much figure out. And when the lady talked about her machine, Tuesday, she said that, that it was looping. Well, she had her bobbin in wrong. There's only one way to put the bobbins in with the newer machines, and it gives you the diagram on the machine. So, easy peasy. Challenging. Tension. Challenging. Stitch length, stitch width. You push a button over here. I'm just saying, do you want to make life hard after you've been out all day, you've worked, you've dealt with people? You know, people so wonderful to deal with today versus 5 years ago even. You want to be able to go in your sewing room, sit down, got your cutting mat out, you got your fabric. You want to be able to push that button and go and then press it and just go into your own world and just calm down, because when you get older, what is your hobby? How much shopping can you do on a fixed income? How much sewing can you do on a fixed income? You can do all kinds of sewing, and by that time, you usually have, which I'm told all the time, I have as much fabric in my sewing room as you do in the store. And I'm going, wow, wow. So, and you can make great projects to give away at Christmas time. You know, everybody loves a gift that's handmade or made with a sewing machine because people put their heart into it. You know, if you get a nice quilt from somebody, you know, it's a wonderful thing. But we want to wish you a wonderful weekend up and coming. The weather is supposed to get better, but it's not going to be today. But we hope you will go online at the Sewing Gallery's website. Mary's done it. It says click here to vote for us, your favorite quilt store. And you folks that shop us that's not in West Virginia, please vote for us because you order from us all the time. Caroline, Larry, all of you that's not here local. And don't forget to shop us online during these storms so that Sue feels good about coming into work every day. And I put some nice stuff on sale if you're not making a quilt right now, but you know you're going to need this batting at 25% off. This is regularly $26.99. You know, that'll save you a few bucks if you're interested in taking your game up with embroidery, your fonts and stuff. Who don't want another layer cake, right, Kathy? But and who don't want another book to look at when you're sitting there with the snow that we have left? We still have about 3 weeks, I said. It'll probably be 5 weeks because Easter's the end of April. So, you know, it always snows until Easter. So we might have a longer winter than I'm thinking. But, you know, if you're making a bench pillow for somebody, this is a chance to get these while they're on sale. Or, you know, if you're not an embroidery person and you just want to make a cover for a pillow that matches your decor in your living room or in your den, now's the time to purchase these. Okay, we hope you have a great week coming. Stay warm, stay safe, and shop us online and vote for us online. Thank you.